So I just had a relatively mild back spasm. Usually these things are multifactorial. I'm gonna put it up to riding my bike in maybe really early in the morning before I was fully ready for that. Probably less than ideal back posture while I was just doing some computer work, and then from in that position, just kind of did one of those like reflexive yawn stretch kind of combos where every muscle in your back just kind of like squeezes at the same time, and boom, muscular spasm, kind of that mid back region. And so what I thought I would do is show my general strategy of how to get out of a back spasm. So worth noting that they're all of a different cause. So I don't want to make this that widely applicable to all of them. It's not meant to be diagnostic in nature. Some of them might be a lower back thing from something more serious like a disc. There could be other muscles involved. So for this one, it's kind of just like a general mid-back extensor kind of situation. But so in general, we've got 5 steps to getting out of that spasm situation. One is get yourself in a low threat position, something that just tells your body like, hey, everything is cool, I'm okay. So for my number one choice for that is laying down. So just on your back. Might not be super easy to get down initially. If you need to use a bar or something to help get you there, go for it. But I'm just laying on my back, knees bent here, and just mentally telling myself like, all right, everything's cool, we'll get out of this, no problem. Step 2 is deep breathing. So we're gonna take slow, gentle inhales in our nose, out our mouth. Trying to fill up your abdomen to inhale, and out to exhale. Slowly, as you get the ability to, if you can inhale further, you get a little bit of rib expansion during that. That'll help get a little bit of motion back there in the back region where we're going to want it. Step 3 is we're going to get some gentle spine motion going on. My top choice is the cat camel if you're able to be there. Kind of log roll to the side, get up to hands and knees, and then we're going to slowly round, make your back a big C shape one direction, then a big C shape the opposite direction. When you come to this position, you'll probably feel a little bit of a stretch going on back there in that musculature. This one you might feel it contract a little bit. Just keeping it gentle. And essentially the spasm's like a guarding response of the body. It's playing defense, so we don't want to give it anything to make it feel like it's under any threat. But just to keep giving it repeated signs of saying, hey, everything's cool, everything's okay, and just kind of nudge that along slowly but surely. After that, we're going to start to give it some light core muscle usage. And we're not doing this as a workout or training. We're just, again, giving it a sign to say, hey, everything's all right. We've got muscles that will stabilize us. You don't have to inappropriately, squeeze all these back muscles. You're telling that to your subconscious. So maybe an easy one to start with is a kickback. So you're just hands and knees, back's nice and straight, kicking one leg behind you, bringing it back, alternate. If that feels okay, we'll go on to a bird dog. So one arm out, one leg back. Alternate sides. Doesn't have to be this exercise, that's just one example of one. And then step 5 is some gentle soft tissue release. We're gonna use a foam roller for that. That'll give us a little bit of motion in those spine and rib joints in that area as well. But we're just gonna get that in our upper back. Hips off the ground. Slowly rolling back and forth. If you stay straight on, you'll kind of be on those joints more, which might feel better for you. If it feels better, you can kind of roll just off the spine onto some of the muscles that border it. Hit the right and left side for those. however long you need to be on here is fine. Maybe 30 seconds to 2 minutes. So those are some examples of what you can do. The principles are really what's of most importance. So based on severity and based on preference, feel free to choose anything that kind of fits those categories. And if you're really in significant pain, then certainly reach out to a clinician of some sort, whether that's a PT or a chiropractor, and get something diagnosed. But if you're trying to just get out of that moment, hopefully this is like a strategy that gets you some ease.